Hello, my name is Lauren Delsack, and I'd like to take a quick look at Donny Osmond's horoscope, who is right now appearing in the show Dancing with the Stars in 2009. One of my favorite shows. I really enjoy every year taking a look at the celebrities' horoscopes and trying to determine who I think might win. But I want to show you a few interesting tidbits about Donny Osmond's horoscope and his draconic chart and what's currently going on for him right now. If you've been watching Dancing with the Stars, then you know that Donny Osmond is a real jokester. He likes to play around, he likes to have fun, and we almost feel, at least I do, a very strong sense of Gemini in his horoscope. But when we look at his natal horoscope, there aren't any planets in the sign of Gemini. Although his midheaven is in the sign of Gemini, it doesn't really depict that kind of behavioral characteristics that planets do. And so my thought was, I bet if I bring up his draconic chart, I'm going to find a planet in Gemini. And as I brought up his draconic chart, what came across in my mind was, I bet that planet, if we were to put the draconic chart on the outer wheel, the natal in the inner wheel, I bet that's going to be an angular planet. Because angular planets really come through strong. And sure enough, that's what we see. He was born in his draconic chart with Venus in the sign of Gemini. And when we put the draconic on the outer wheel, the natal on the inner wheel, Venus is conjunct the midheaven. It's on an angle of the natal horoscope. Those energies are coming in very strongly in this lifetime. And we feel those energies in Donny Osmond. That's what he gives off. And the other thing my mind thought was interesting, because he's always been in show business with his sister Marie. And when we think about Venus as a woman, Gemini perhaps as the natural ruler of the third house of siblings, it kind of makes sense. And also worth noting, Neptune from the draconic chart comes in right on the angle on the 7th house cusp. And Neptune has everything to do with show business, the arts, television. So these are strong energies that Donny came into this lifetime with. Let's take a quick look at what are the solar arcs and transits going on right now for Donny Osmond, because when I first studied his horoscope at the beginning of the season with Dancing with the Stars, I'll tell you, his measurements were screaming that he's going to make it to the finals. I don't think there's any doubt about it. We see the solar arcs going on for him right now. Couldn't be a prettier picture. He's got solar arc Venus square his midheaven. He's got Pluto conjunct to Jupiter. That's always going to represent a time where there's a great deal of optimism. In order to fulfill one's dreams, there's a thrust for power, leadership, a sense of empowerment, new perspectives for gain. Very positive. And finally, the solar arc Sun is making a minor aspect, sesquiquadrate, to the midheaven. So both Venus and Sun are hitting off his profession, his social status. Pluto conjunct Jupiter. Who could ask for a more powerful solar arc? When we take a look at the transits, right now, the Uranus-Saturn opposition in the sky is falling right on his ascendant-descendant axis. Okay, so also your Uranus is square to his midheaven, so it's bringing something new into his profession, something exciting. Saturn's also square to the moon, which makes him quite ambitious. And finally, Jupiter is square Mars, and that's definitely a very positive, opportunistic measurement for how he's applying his energy. For me, it's like he's got the green light to go ahead, and it hits exact at the end of November, right around the time of the finals. So I could have predicted this at the beginning, but what I'll say is I think we're going to find Donny Osmond in the finals, and he might not win. But if people vote for him, not based on having the best technical dancing skills, but based on the dancer that they love the best, I think he's got a great chance of winning the show. And that's what people like about him, especially him paired up with Kim. They've just got some great charisma and energy that they bring to the show. So always take a look at that draconic chart, because whatever planets are falling on the angles of the natal, they're going to be the strong energies that you're going to feel from that person, and that are going to be very important in that person's life, okay? And when you're looking to do predictive work, always check out solar arcs and transits to see what's going on as they work together. Thanks so much for listening. For more instructive astrology, please visit my website at laurendelsack.com. See you soon.